Today I flubbed up by accidentally activating the emergency lockdown alarm at my school, on my second day as a student teacher. For those of you who don't know, pre-student teaching comes just one semester before student teaching. Essentially, I have to observe in a classroom for 80 hours total. Beyond observation, I will eventually teach some lessons. This was on my second day of observation. On my first day my coordinating teacher CT had me simply observe her class, telling me that she would ease me into the way she does things before letting me teach a few things to her classes. As I was only 5 minutes into my second day, I was still just observing, sitting at her desk. Now, this is important. She's having me sit at her official desk while she walks around the room and stands at an informal monitor setup. Yippee. I feel important, not really. So while she explains to her class what they will be doing for the day, I just watch and fiddle around a little at her desk. I was absent-mindedly running my hands along the bottom of the drawer of her desk, and just passing the time. I felt something with one of my fingers and pressed it in, without thinking it was anything other than a latch or something for the drawer. Oh my flub, was I wrong? Now, the second I felt the thing I touched actually compress, I knew I flubbed up. Cue the loudest flubbing alarm you've ever heard in your life. Now this isn't a constant tone, but rather a constant message, stating the following: emergency. Emergency. Proceed to emergency lockdown. There is a threat in the building. Law enforcement has been alerted and is on the way. I damn near shit my pants. The students all start freaking out, most assuming it was an impromptu drill, and my CT immediately runs to the door, locks it, and shuts the blinds. Instantly I try to motion to her that it was me, but she runs back to her computer. As it turns out, a school-wide email was also sent to each teacher, telling them exactly where the alarm was coming from. Go figure, my CT saw that it was coming from her own room. She then finally turned to me and saw the look of horror on my face. She then spent the next 5 minutes trying to alert the main office that it was, in fact, a false alarm. In the first few minutes of the 5, a police officer arrived to confirm that it was just some dumbass, me, who had set it off. I spent the rest of the day completely red-faced whenever near any of the faculty, and I was appropriately poked fun at by all of them. At least I came away with a story that my university professor says is one that I doubt will ever be topped. TLDR, I pressed a button under my desk that I didn't know existed, setting off a school-wide alarm used for active shooters.